The oldest of all combat sports, bare knuckle fighting has made a return. Many forget boxing gloves were invented to protect the hands of the puncher, not the head of the punched. As a result, fighters could throw many more and much harder punches to their opponent's head. It's our position and that of many that bare knuckle fighting is actually less harmful and concussive to the head and brain than regular boxing or MMA, where fights can go many more rounds and allow for elbows, knees, and kicks to the head and body. With that, BYB Extreme Bare Knuckle Fighting Series was born. BYB's management team has over 75 years of experience in professional boxing and combat sports. The world-famous godfather of backyard fighting, DADA 5000 is the lead spokesperson for BYB Extreme Fighting Series. BYB's backyard brawls were established in the rough streets of South Florida at DADA 5000's world-famous greenhouse. The millions of YouTube views and the success of the #1 Netflix documentary, Dogfight, has proven that our bare-knuckle brawls can capture the world's attention.
DADA 5000, you the Don King of the backyard.
It's a name that needs little introduction in South Florida and arguably beyond.
DADA 5000 achieved the second highest draw in the history of Bellator in gate and TV audience, with his fight against bare knuckle legend Kimbo Slice garnishing over 2 million views. The Dogfight documentary, featuring DADA 5000 and BYB, was an instant success for Netflix.
Over 1.8 billion people around the world have seen it. You know, we got corporate America to come out, you know, of their office, trade their suits and ties in for baseball hats and tennis shoes, and it changed everybody's lives. And that was something that they said could not be done.
Round 2 covers Dada's historic fight against Kimbo Slice, his comeback and the launch of BYB Extreme with events in Wyoming and at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in South Florida. BYB's patented triangle ring and cage, known by fans as the TRIGON, are the smallest in combat sports, pitting opponents in an area where they can't run or hide. The TRIGON forces confrontation and therefore resolution, boasting over 160 brawls and a 97% KO/TKO finish rate. BYB brawls are designed to be left in the hands of the fighters and not the judges, giving fighters and fans alike a proper and exciting outcome.
From the Hard Rock Live in Fort Lauderdale, Florida is Extreme Bare Knuckle Boxing. This beautiful hotel and casino, 13 restaurants, 20 bars, 9,100 square foot casino room floor, 3,100 slot machines, a 45 table poker room. It has it all for the gamer and for the fighting enthusiast as well. Welcome, Benny Ricardo is here. I'm Dave Ryan. Glen Johnson is here too. Longtime fight commentator, NFL kicker, comedian, does it all, businessman. He's amazing. And Glen, of course, the world champion, the road warrior himself. Glen, bottom line is this TRIGON in front of us is 187 square feet. That means we're going to have violent and quick confrontation, right?
Definitely, and you don't want to get trapped in any one of these corners because it's going to be difficult to get out of it, especially if you have a good, talented fighter in front of you. You're going to pay a big price to get out of it.
Bottom line, this is the 4th event in the BYB Extreme Series, Benny, and we've only had 2 fights go the distance. So, as you give us a preview and talk about the rules, it's going to be quick and very violent.
Exactly, it's going to be violent. But again, folks, what you got to understand, the blows are not as concussive as they're in boxing, because in bare knuckle, you got to fight in a rhythm of 1-2, 1-2. You got to be very precise. Now, the rules are the following. It's going to be 5 rounds, 3 minutes each, no standing 8 count, no 3 knockdown rule. Only the referee can stop the fight. It has to go past 2 rounds in order to be declared a contest in case of a cut or any accidental movement that took place. And the other thing is the tie plumb. That's what differs from boxing. And in bare knuckle, you can use your left hand or right hand. With one hand, grab the back of the neck, strike the opponent. And for that, you got to be able to get close, and you got to be willing to pay the price. Otherwise, great setting for fights.
Quick action, bone-crushing action. We're going to see some tremendous fighting. It's coming your way here from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. BYB Extreme is brought to you in part by
Epic Disposable Vape, made from tobacco-free nicotine. Estrella Insurance, car insurance, lowest price guaranteed. Boost Oxygen, professional-grade supplemental oxygen without a prescription. Wherever and whenever you want access to amazing pure oxygen for aerobic recovery, energy, and peak performance. And by Diesel Physique, scientifically proven to add muscle mass.
Ready for more fighting from Fort Lauderdale, Tegan Dooley, a wrestler from Oklahoma, against Carlos Lopez from Port Charlotte, Florida. Let's meet Carlos.
Mi nombre es Carlos Machete Lopez. They call me Machete because my grandpa used to solve their problems with machete. That's how we're gonna solve the problem with the hands. These are the ones that are gonna make it work. My mom, she left me over there in my country when I was 5 years old, and so you have to find your own way. I used to sell cheese in the street. I used to see a lot of gang members fighting in the street, and I'm like, one day I'm gonna learn how to fight and protect myself. I've been watching boxing since I was a kid. When I came over here to United States, I fought a couple of amateur fights, and then I went pro for almost 6 years, I would say. I was fighting bare knuckle in the street, and now that they gave me the opportunity about fighting in the ring, bare knuckle, I took the opportunity because I want to prove myself. I'm really looking forward to this fight because my ex-wife, she burned my house, and I want to use the money to fix my house.
You said she burnt the house?
Yeah. People get scared when they see, he's fighting bare knuckle, he's crazy, he's gonna get cut. But when you have a strong mind, it's another fight. I have a lot to show. I want to do something different. You know, just be me, have fun. I remember that it was my first contract. I was gonna fight 5 times, and we got pulled over by immigration, you know. I spent 2 months in jail, and I thought that my career was over. I knew in my mind that I was gonna get out because I haven't done anything to nobody. And luckily, immigration let us go. Because of fighting, I'm here. Never give up. Life is gonna throw you everything. They're gonna hit you with rocks, viruses, diseases. Just continue fighting every day.
So Benny Carlos Lopez, born in El Salvador, he told us yesterday it's all about business, getting here and getting the job done quickly. He wants this fight over in the first round.
Exactly, and he's very comfortable fighting bare knuckle because in Latin America it's very common, block against block. You fight fist fights. You don't even know who you're going to fight. They just pick the 2 guys. They throw you in there. He's very comfortable fighting. He says it's a very comfortable arena for him. And the size of the TRIGON he absolutely loves, so he's going to bring it.
Soft-spoken demeanor. What does that mean for a fighter?
Well, you know, he's a low-key guy, but he's high-spirited when it comes to boxing or in this bare-knuckle fighting because he loves combat sports. So he want to come in here and show what he can do.
Moments away, start of this fight, Dooley, Lopez. Tail of tape.
Well, you see, Lopez is going to have a 5-inch reach advantage right there. But again, a wrestler like Dooley who understands leverage can overcome that, and he's going to bring that force. For Lopez, very calm guy is going to fight from a distance.
Well, both of these guys have good experience. I'm looking for a good match. This might be the most competitive fight of all of them.
And now, ready to make his way to the TRIGON from the blue corner, Carlos Lopez.
Born in El Salvador, moved to the United States at age 13. Fighting out of Port Charlotte, Florida. He told us he loves to compete, loves to fight, and is willing and ready to adapt to any environment, including the TRIGON, which is not easy. We talked about the fighting surface, Benny. There's so little room for error here.
He's a Salvadoreño, and he's a guy that he says, you know, the key to this TRIGON is that center place, and that's where I'm going to be right there, and I'm going to use angles to get the win.
Well, it's easier said than done. We already seen how that corner keep on chopping people and end their night. So you talk a good talk. Let's see how he works out.
He told us he's not going to get backed into the ropes, and above all, not backed into the corners. But as Glenn said, you could say that. Execution, heat of the battle can be a different story sometimes.
And now, ready to make his way to the TRIGON from the red corner, Tegan Dooley.
Here's Tegan Dooley from OKC, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. We talked about the wrestling background. 6-4 record, Benny, in MMA. But in terms of being in the TRIGON, this is his debut.
But you know, the unusual part about it is, here's a guy who comes from a wrestling background, got a 6-4 record in MMA. Yeah, the 6th win as a striker. So he's very good at striking. That's why he decided, hey, I got to go bare knuckle.
Well, he come in here and he believed that he's the better fighter of the two standing up. So he want to use his hands, he want to use his jab, he want to cut the ring off, and he want to attack. So I'm looking forward to see this fight. I believe this is going to be a good one.
Glenn likes this matchup. He wants to control the pace. Body shots, he thinks, will lead ultimately to a knockout tonight.
This bout scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds of bare knuckle boxing in the 225-pound division. The 3 judges scoring at ringside: Vicente Rodriguez, John Rupert, and Rich Green. When the bell rings, the man in charge of the action, your referee, Alan A. Bellies. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing orange trunks. He weighed in at 218 pounds. Undefeated in his bare knuckle career, 2 wins, no losses. From Port St. Lucie, Florida, here is Carlos Lopez. His opponent fighting out of the red corner, wearing blue trunks with gold trim. He weighed in at 214 3/4 pounds. A veteran of 11 bare knuckle bouts. From Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, here is Tegan Dooley.
Carlos, Tegan. I gave you the instructions in the locker room. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. If you want to touch them up, go ahead. Come out fighting.
Open that back. Open that back, Tegan. Open that back, baby.
Back up.
All right, open that back, baby. Go.
Ready to rock. Here tonight at the Hard Rock.
And you're going to go watch Dooley bend those knees, get underneath Lopez, and deliver his blow.
Nice low pace.
Well, I like the fact that he have a tight guard up, but he changed it and start keeping his hands down. But he started out the right way. Nice combination.
Yeah,
I
he's
like that
got down
uppercut.
low.
Yes, it was beautiful.
Just touching, just touching.
Now you just need to start using that jab.
Don't lean back, throw off, please.
But if you look at the way Lopez has his hands wide, Glenn, that's an ideal place for an uppercut, and that's what Dooley already spotted.
Well, Dooley not using his jab though. He's looking for the haymakers only. I would like to see him try to set it up.
Lopez
Straight punches, baby. Stop
charging, has him against the ropes briefly.
Now go with straight. Nice and easy. Yes.
Dooley, a tremendous
More than
athlete.
one though, and stop with that bullshit.
And Dooley knows exactly where he's at because, you know, he's trying to making sure that he does not back up to that corner, staying in the middle there.
Yeah, he keep turning and keep turning, which is smart, but he's still not using the jab. He needs to be a little more busy.
Don't worry about his hand. All right, nice. Shoot it right down the middle. Shoot it right down the middle.
Open hand, Lopez. We saw that at the very beginning of the fight. Dooley's closed a bit.
Shoot the uppercut too. Shoot the uppercut, puppy.
And now you can hear him asking him to throw that uppercut to Lopez.
An angle, right down the pipe. Thank you. Thank you.
Left connected to the chin, and Lopez comes back with a flurry.
Stick him. Stick him. Stick him.
Lands a left. Lopez is hurt a bit.
Hey, straight, double jab up, double jab up.
And Glenn, you can see how Dooley becomes dangerous once he bends down because he comes up with bad intentions on those shots.
Well, you can see these guys are much, much calmer than the guys before because of the experience between them. You know, they throw in good combinations. They're very calm. They're not going throwing haymakers and all crazy and wild. They're disciplined punchers.
Body, body, body. Double that jab, please. Body.
And if I was to correct something to Dooley, he's looping that jab there, Glenn, instead of throwing it straight ahead.
Well, he's trying to go around the guard, but he needs to go open it up because he got to go straight and then goes around the guard with the punches and combinations.
30 seconds left in round one, scheduled for 5. Can it be with BYB Extreme Bare Knuckle? We actually are going to get a full round in Fort Lauderdale. It's a rarity.
Don't reach, straight punches.
15 seconds.
And there's blood coming out of the left eye of Lopez.
Uppercut, uppercut, go. Uppercut, go. Swing, swing.
Final moments of the round.
High activity, high output.
We'll be back with more from Fort Lauderdale right after this.
We used to travel and go places. Not anymore.
She's always complaining.
Now he just watches TV. I want to go out.
I just want a slightly bigger TV, and she says it's too expensive.
Oh, he acts like a know-it-all, but he doesn't even know how much we could be saving with Estrella Insurance and their little prices.
Their prices are little, huh? Just like you.
Nope, little like you.
We're the biggest and the best. Get reliable coverage at the lowest prices from top insurance providers. Don't make your next payment without checking with Estrella Insurance first.
The air we breathe contains only 21% oxygen gas. The other 78% of it is nitrogen gas. Did you know oxygen supplementation can be the most immediate and effective fuel source for aerobic recovery, rejuvenation, and performance? Whether you're looking to break the world record for the 800-meter or simply break the internet, Boost Oxygen makes supplemental oxygen readily accessible. Boost Oxygen. Health is here.
Here's round two.
And Dave, I scored that first round for Dooley. I thought he did more, so I got a 10-9 round. I don't know how you scored it, Glenn, but I thought that Dooley did more than Lopez.
Well, I didn't like Dooley didn't use enough jab. I think he needed to throw more punches. He was just looking for the haymakers, and Lopez was staying busy the whole time. So I gave Lopez the round.
Angle off, move. Angle off, move forward. Step in on that hand by itself.
Dooley on the defensive.
Yeah, he
protects well.
He's playing defense and he's doing a good job of it. But you know, defense don't win fights. You need to throw punches,
especially the TRIGON, Glen. You got to get aggressive.
Definitely.
Be offensive in the limited fighting space.
Somebody lost their mouthpiece there.
Carlos, big deep breath. Get back to the jab, Carlos. Back to the jab.
And they did a good job stopping the blood in the left eye of Carlos Lopez. Corner did a great job on that one.
Got to make sure the right fighter gets the mouthpiece back in. We're good now.
See, he's not doing enough work.
It's like Dooley's tiring a bit here, guys.
Yeah, Dooley's not working. He's not punching. He's just playing defense.
And that's the thing in the BYB, you're talking about 15 minutes of action, so you got to bring it during that time.
Yeah, Carlos is working. He keeps throwing good uppercut. He's throwing his jab. He's setting punches up, while Dooley's waiting to throw just a haymaker. And he step in. A lot of times they throw wild punches where that doesn't land. Like that, he walk into an uppercut again.
Lopez is connected a couple times, guys, in this round.
And you know, big guns like that, like Dooley's got, they look good, but not in a boxing ring because they get heavy, very heavy.
Well, it looks good, but you know, you got to throw punches to win fights, and just not doing anything. Right now, he's just moving around, trying to play safe. He's doing a good job of staying out of the corners, but he's not doing anything else.
Dooley held that left ear, guys, a couple times.
Nice body shot.
Backed into the ropes again. Lopez has really done well in the second round. Quite a bit of blood on the chest of Lopez.
And I think when Dooley lost his mouth guard, it was also, because of the fact that he's gassed. He's opening up his mouth, and he's trying to breathe through his mouth, which is not a good thing.
Well, Carlos is using that jab. He's not doing any damage with the jab, but he's keeping it busy.
Watch out. Dooley's in the corner. Never a good place to be in the TRIGON.
Well, he's safe. He's not in the killer corner. He's in the safe corner.
And Glenn, he's got a great target, that left eye of Lopez, which is puffed up underneath.
Yeah, but that damage is done early. He's trying to make a target of it, but he needs to throw more punches.
Lopez is bleeding badly under the left eye. Final seconds of the round.
Time!
We're going into a third round.
Boy, Davey, look at that cut. See the one at the bridge of the nose? That's a very bad cut because that blood goes right in the eyes, and you know how much that stings, Glenn.
Well, I haven't had a cut like that, but I definitely can see how that can sting and hurt a lot. But even though he have a lot of damage on his face, I still think he's winning the fight because he's doing more work. So I give him the win so far. I actually got happy both rounds.
I went Dooley on the first one. This one got Lopez.
Me too. Thought he fought a lot better, technically. Landed more punches, scored.
Like they say in the TRIGON, you got to try or you'll be gone.
Or you'll be gone.
Well, Dooley face is a bright example of how he's fighting. He's fighting safe. He's protecting his face. He's protecting himself. He's not really throwing much punches. He's not taking any chances. So that's why he's trying to stay pretty while the other guy's trying to win the fight.
Lopez on the charge here, looking for a corner. Back Dooley into. Good early flurry. Third round. Can it be a third round? Bare Knuckle fighting at Fort Lauderdale. They're chatting up now. But Dooley hasn't scored in a while, guys.
Turn the middle. Yes. Again, I like that. Big breaths.
Dooley just seems tight, Glenn. He seems very, very tight in the way he throws his punches. It's not a loose punch that he doesn't snap it.
Well, yeah, he's got a lot of muscles, and for a heavyweight, he's not too big, but he just seems like he's not responding to his muscles well. Like maybe those are not natural muscles.
Forward, baby, come on.
Lopez scores again. Connects a couple times. Connects again with a right to the chin. Dooley trying to respond, but it's not happening right now for Tegan Dooley.
For Lopez, here's a guy who's accustomed to fighting at midnight back in El Salvador, 1 o'clock in the morning, whatever. Anytime, those guys are ready to go ahead and throw it. It doesn't matter, the arena, the venue, anything.
Stumble, nothing more for Dooley.
Hey, you have to initiate.
Oh, he's tired.
His hands are down,
yeah,
His hands are down. He's exhausted right now.
He's tired.
He's vulnerable.
Yeah, he's tired.
But this is the time when Lopez should attack the body of Dooley.
Definitely should be going to the body. He's tried a few times, but he definitely need to attack the body now.
Because the head's going to remain hard. The body softens up.
Oh, yeah, and when you gas and you get hit to the body, it hurts so much more. It takes all the wind out of you. Even those punches that he's throwing and missing takes a lot of gas out of him.
A minute to go in the third, scheduled for 5. Dooley told us yesterday he wanted to control the pace of this fight, but really it's been Lopez in control throughout.
Good body shot. Lopez is working him over. His punches is getting slower and slower as the rounds go on.
Lopez can feel some momentum with 40 seconds left in the round.
Yes! Come on, baby. We don't quit.
I'm amazed, though, that Lopez's hands have been able to go ahead and withstand, because that's a lot of punches that he has thrown and landed.
Oh, what an uppercut. That was a beautiful shot, and then he pushed him down.
Floors Dooley with a push. Here's the count. Tegan Dooley.
9, 10.
Up.
He's more tired than hurt.
It's over. Carlos Lopez gets a victory. It was hard fought. for a bare knuckle fight. It went deep.
And that's an example of relentless pursuit. Lopez came to fight, and he was going to do anything he could to go and get the win. That cut on the left eye, above the left eye, yet through all that, he was still able to find Dooley the spots that he needed to hit.
Well, he was never shy. Even though he got cut, it never phased him at any time. He just keep on coming, stepping forward and throwing his combination. He knows punches win fight, and he just keep punching no matter what. He was bleeding, he was swelling up, and he just keep on working.
Next. And Glenn, you now train fighters. What would you do to do? What would you tell Dooley as far as his training for his cardio?
Well, it could be a lot of things. It could be he wasn't training properly, cardio work, or maybe the way his body is built. Maybe cardio activities is just not for him. He can't, maybe that's something he can't do. I don't know him well enough to know. But right here you can see an uppercut happen right there. And as that uppercut happened, he just went down immediately.
Here's a look.
Another
the uppercut, there's the push, and that was the end.
That was the end.
It caught him right in the face. And I'll be honest with you guys, Tegan Dooley was gassed. I mean, he was just exhausted.
I definitely believe that. I definitely believe that he was more tired than hurt. See, he's still hurting now.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Hard Rock Live in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, your referee in charge, Alan Abeles, reaches the count of 10 at 2 minutes, 48 seconds of round number 3. Your winner by knockout, Carlos Lopez.
Carlos Machete. Carlos. Yes, sir.
Tegan, you came out, right? Were you more exhausted than hurt in this fight? Yeah. And if so, when did you feel the fatigueness starting to set in?
Probably about the beginning of the second round. I started feeling it, man. I had no time to prepare for this. Got off a plane from Kansas City, Missouri, flew straight here basically, 2-week vacation. So, man, I can't be too mad at myself, but it's good experience because that was awesome.
It was. So let me ask you this. On a full count, we would love to see you come back, right? Now, let me ask you, inside this TRIGON ring, right, how different does it feel being in here for the first time versus being inside other fighting forums that you've competed in?
Man, I've competed wrestling, jiu-jitsu, boxing, MMA. This triangle is definitely a different animal. Definitely, man. It's like a furnace. It's like a furnace burning this mother.
Okay, so listen, you fought a hard fight, and we hope to see you back soon on a full count.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Carlos Lopez, we sat down with you yesterday, and you told us this is what you do, and you came out and you executed. Did you get a chance to stick to your game plan that you and your camp worked on?
Well, yes, I did. I did what I've been training. I didn't know nothing about the guy. I just respect and I came to fight. I had my game plan. I saw, I didn't know nothing about him. Like I said, we worked this in the locker room just now. Uppercuts and I got the W.
This is your first time inside the mighty TRIGON ring. What did it feel like for you to be inside this ring and to be in a position to put your opponent inside one of those corners?
Well, let me tell you, the ring, like I told you, I like to fight. I don't like to go in the corners. I like to fight, and that's what I showed. That's what I told you. That's what I showed over here. I came to fight. I didn't come to play around. I love this. I'm sorry, but I love it, and I want to keep doing it.
You put on an awesome performance, and I know the people cannot wait to have you back. Inside your BYB debut at BYB4, it was a success.
Thank you, sir.
Back to you guys.
DADA 5000, it sure was. Carlos Lopez caught not once, he was cut twice. And he just kept on trucking. Tremendous determination. A deep fight that goes into the third round, and eventually Carlos Lopez victorious in Florida tonight as he takes down Tegan Dooley. We'll be back with more from Fort Lauderdale right after this.
Experience good, clean fun. Meet the Clean Team. Cleaning and sanitizing all common areas and high-touch surfaces every 30 minutes. Contactless digital menus available at all our restaurants. Screening and temperature checks taken upon entry. Hand sanitizing stations throughout the property. Masks or cloth face coverings required. Physical distancing. Your safety and protection are first priority, which begins prior to your arrival. You'll arrive to a sealed room, exactingly prepared to ensure your safety and protection for your peace of mind, so you can relax and enjoy yourself. More space between slot machines. Gaming chips sanitized, as well as all slots, tables, and chairs. We are dedicated to keeping you safe and sound.
We used to travel and go places, not anymore.
She's always complaining.
Now he just watches TV. I want to go out.
I just want a slightly bigger TV. She says it's too expensive.
He acts like a know-it-all, but he doesn't even know how much we could be saving with Estrella Insurance and their little prices.
Their prices are little, huh? Just like you?
Nope, little like you.
We're the biggest and the best. Get reliable coverage at the lowest prices from top insurance providers. Don't make your next payment without checking with Estrella Insurance first.
The air we breathe contains only 21% oxygen gas. The other 78% of it is nitrogen gas. Did you know oxygen supplementation can be the most immediate and effective fuel source for aerobic recovery, rejuvenation, and performance? Whether you're looking to break the world record for the 800 meter or simply break the internet, Boost Oxygen makes supplemental oxygen readily accessible. Boost Oxygen. Help is here.
It's BYB Extreme Bare Knuckle. Kobe Bowen, Josh Oxendine are set to go head-to-head. Let's learn more about Josh Oxendine now.
This is my first bare knuckle in an organization. Obviously, I grew up fighting where we came from, fighting backyard a lot. So, but yeah, it feels good just to take off the gloves and be able to smack somebody barehanded. So it's pretty nice. I was in the Marine Corps, and then I got hurt while I was in. So fighting kind of saved my life. Once I got hurt, I got medically taken out of the military, so the Marine Corps, and went through a little stage of depression. So, you know, I found my love with fighting and saved my life, and now I'm here. We're going to throw. It's going to be fun just to stand there, be able to get hit somebody, and see who's the last man standing. So nothing really different, just, you know, I do what I do, and we'll see the outcome. Cool thing about bare knuckle is all the hands. So if you get in a jam, throw them hands, and hopefully something lands, and you can get out of that situation. So yeah, basically just, you know, rely on my coaches, my brother, and hopefully he leads me to a victory.
Gentlemen, he's quite a story. Josh Oxendine, and thanks to Josh for his service to our great nation as a U.S. Marine. Now, Benny, talking with him yesterday, didn't walk for more than a year. It's amazing he's even here in Florida fighting here tonight.
Absolutely. 2013, he had his leg blown away. They told him he'd never be the same. He didn't buy that. He rehabbed it through the love of his wife and his family, the support. He was able to come back, and he's also a model.
He does it all. Glen, you fought at such a high level for so long as a world champion. Can you imagine coming back from nearly having your leg amputated by an IED?
No, that's an impossible mission, man. I have a lot of respect for him. One, for serving, and two, for doing what he's doing now and coming back from that kind of tragedy. I'm very, very proud of him. I wish him good luck tonight.
All right, gentlemen, time for the tail of the tape. Bowen and Oxendine. We had good interviews with both fighters, and they are ready to rock here tonight. Benny, what stands out to you?
Well, it's going to be Kobe Bowen, 22 years of age, 145 pounds, 67 in reach, 5 feet 10 inches tall. So you see, height-wise, they're both very, very similar and stuff. As far as Kobe Bowen, this is a debut. Oxendine thinks he's a veteran. 1-0. He's been in a TRIGON, knows what it feels like, and knows how to fight there.
And now, ready to make his way to the TRIGON from the blue corner, Kobe Bowen.
Bridgestone, Barbados, as we talked about his debut in bare knuckle boxing. He's never boxed before. So Glenn, for someone who has so little experience, how does he apply the kickboxing to tonight's bout?
Well, he just have to make the adjustment. You can't do no kicking. He just have to make sure that he keep his feet on the ground, have good balance, and start to throw punches, combinations. Use the jab to find where your opponent is and then put combinations together.
He was a middle schooler going off to gym class. All his classmates were playing cricket. He wanted to get involved in some mixed martial arts, saw someone coaching and fell in love with the sport, and he loves combat sports now, Benny.
Absolutely, at the age of 14. But what he's got to watch is not to be so upright. As a kickboxer, you have a tendency to be very upright, and in this place, you got to bend your knees.
And now, ready to make his way to the TRIGON from the red corner, Josh Oxendine.
A true military hero. Enlisted United States Marine Corps as a young man, wanted to protect our nation's freedom, went to Afghanistan, and 7 years ago, his patrol was hit by an IED. The soldiers in front of him did not make it. He thankfully survived. His left leg, Benny, was smashed to pieces. Here he is now. He said that really fighting saved his life. When he came home, he was depressed. It was hard to get back into society. Fighting helped him.
And he has a great attitude about it. He says, you know, I was in somebody else's country. I didn't know what to expect. I went out on patrol. You never know what you expect when you go out on patrol. He said, what happened to me, happened to me. But you know what? In some way, it was a blessing because I discovered fighting. I discovered my family. He's also a model. And he almost apologized about being a pretty boy and being a model.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Hard Rock Live in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, our next bout of the evening is brought to you by BYB Extreme Bare Knuckle Boxing, the Seminole Tribe of Florida, and Estrella Insurance. Scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds of bare knuckle boxing in the 145-pound division. The 3 judges scoring at ringside: Hector Gomez, Vicente Rodriguez, and John Rupert. When the bell rings, the man in charge of the action, your referee, Andy Glen. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black trunks with the red trim. He weighed in at 146.5 pounds. Tonight making his bare knuckle debut from Bridgetown, Barbados, representing Management of Champions, here is Kobe Bowen. His opponent fighting out of the red corner, wearing the black trunks with the white trim. He weighed in at 143.75 pounds. Undefeated in his bare knuckle career, 1 win, no losses. From Pembroke, North Carolina, here is Josh Oxendine.
Gentlemen, you got the rules in the back. You have any questions about the rules? Follow my instructions, protect yourself. 2 minutes. 5 2-minute rounds. All right.
5 threes.
Any other questions, gentlemen? Follow my instructions, protect yourself. I tell you to stop or break, do it immediately. You understand? Touch right there if you want. Step back to your corner, ready at the bell.
You know, Dave, that's the first time I've ever heard a fighter ask a question to a referee. We just saw first, folks.
It is true.
Here we go, guys. 22 by 22 by 22. This is a small fighting surface. Underway. BYB Extreme Bare Knuckle from Fort Lauderdale.
Good overhand right.
And you're going to see right off the bat that 5-foot radius by which the action is going to take place. You got to go side to side. You can't go front and back.
That big right hand.
You do not want to get backed in the corner. That could be the end.
There you go, Kobe. Come on, get on that, get on that.
Well, they need to be using their jab, closing that space and go to work.
And David, Glenn, the folks are going to get a treat here because there's no audience here. So therefore, you're going to hear all kinds of sounds. You're going to hear the instructions from the corner. So it's going to be very, very loud type of instructions that you're going to hear.
And you're going to hear the punches
Yes.
that land very loud, too.
Kobe. Yes, he's named after Kobe Bryant. His brother in Barbados named him. Left his feet there a bit.
That's Superman punch there, Glenn.
Yeah, well, you know, he's a kickboxer, so you know he's going to do a little bit of different things.
Just got a thumb in the eye. So under the rules, they'll give him 5 minutes. 5 minutes to go ahead and recover. And again, if it is stopped here, it's a no contest.
Yeah, because they didn't get enough rounds in.
And boy, I mean, Glenn, just explain how painful that is.
Oh man, that's terrible. That's you're getting thumb in the eye or a finger in the eye, and you know this is one of the things when all the fingers are exposed that could happen. You know, you get a poke in the eye, you could lose an eye if the guy is punching with an open hand or putting his hand in your face with an open hand. So that's pretty dangerous.
That's it. It's being called, guys. It's over. Go back to Bob.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Hard Rock Live in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, your referee in charge, Andy Glen, calls a halt to the bout at 1 minute, 2 seconds of the first round. Your winner by TKO, Kobe Bowen.
So they did give a decision there. So it's not a foul. It's actually a legal blow.
Not able to continue, so therefore they go ahead and it's a TKO then.
Yeah.
Fight is over. And a long and lean, tremendous athlete, the former cricket star on Barbados, told us yesterday he wants to bring the title back and make history as the first ever bare knuckle fighter in his country's history. He's done that. And it's such a tough time for Joshua Oxendine, who's joined now by DADA 5000.
Well, right now we're here with Josh. Josh, I know that this is not how you wanted your night to end, right? You trained a hard camp for this. Talk to me. How did this fare out for you?
It's frustrating, man. It's really frustrating. I'm be back, and I love it, man. It felt good. I felt good in there. His finger went straight in my eye, man. Ain't nothing. You know, we fist. It's supposed to be fist, but you know, obviously a finger in my eye. Much respect to him, but we use our fists, bro, not fingers. But it's all good.
Definitely. You guys out there in the building, make some noise for Josh. Thank you. Kobe, you came out. You wanted a hard, tough fight. We spoke with you yesterday, you know, and this is how the outcome was. Talk to me on your outcome.
First of all, I just want to thank Josh for accepting the fight and making it possible. But, you know, he's talking about the thing in it. I do apologize, but man, it would have been more horrible for him if he stayed in here much longer. You know, he had overhand right. I was seeing it coming from a mile away, and I was just starting to get to open up and display what Island boys can do.
Listen, you came out, you performed. We hope to have you back. Congratulations on your victory.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yes. Back to you guys.
DADA 5,000, thanks so much. Kobe Bowen guaranteed a win.
Well, he got his win. He might not get the way he wanted, but he got it, and a win is a win.
Kobe Bowen, Bridgestone, Barbados, a winner in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
I was ready to get into a sweet pickup truck.
But I said, no, my love. Remember we talked about saving money? Our truck wastes too much gas.
Always with the saving money thing.
If we find an insurance with huge savings, then maybe.
I said, does that even exist?
So I told them, Estrella Insurance. They have the biggest savings.
I like them big.
We're the biggest and the best. Get reliable coverage at the lowest prices from top insurance providers. Don't make your next payment without checking with Estrella Insurance first.
Experience good, clean fun. Meet the Clean Team. Cleaning and sanitizing all common areas and high-touch surfaces every 30 minutes. Contactless digital menus available at all our restaurants. Screening and temperature checks taken upon entry. Hand sanitizing stations throughout the property. Masks or cloth face coverings required. Physical distancing. Your safety and protection are first priority, which begins prior to your arrival. You'll arrive to a sealed room, exactingly prepared to ensure your safety and protection for your peace of mind. So you can relax and enjoy yourself. More space between slot machines. Gaming chips sanitized, as well as all slots, tables, and chairs. We are dedicated to keeping you safe and sound.
What's going on, everybody? Daniel Sullivan here with My Diesel Physique, and I'm super excited to announce that we have a new program that's going to complement the My Diesel Physique Challenge, and it's all about building size and muscle. These methods are tried and true. I currently use these on my NFL football players, MLB baseball players, professional bodybuilders, and UFC fighters. These principles work for them. It's going to work for you. If you're an everyday gym goer and you're trying to build size, strength, and mass, and you're just not seeing the results that you want, I have put together a program that scientifically proves how to build that mass, size, and strength with the workouts, with the nutrition. Let me coach you to get you to that next level. Let's build some muscle.
The air we breathe contains only 21% oxygen gas. The other 78% of it is nitrogen gas. Did you know oxygen supplementation can be the most immediate and effective fuel source for aerobic recovery, rejuvenation, and performance? Whether you're looking to break the world record for the 800-meter or simply break the internet, Boost Oxygen makes supplemental oxygen readily accessible. Boost Oxygen. Help is here.
My name is Lorenzo Hood, the Dream Killer. I'm from Oahu, Hawaii. I'm fighting out Chicago, Illinois, and South Florida. I got the nickname the Dream Killer because the dudes that I was fighting were getting ready to go to the next level, and they ended up fighting me, and I ended up knocking them out and changing their whole career path. Childhood, for me, extremely rough. Lost my mother at an early age, never met my pops. I was raised by my brothers and sisters, and if you knew my brothers, you'd understand that when I said that I had to fight for everything, like, yeah. I got into fighting by accident. I was training with my buddies and I ended up going to watch one of their amateur fights, and one of the amateur heavyweights had got hurt that night. Next thing you know, they walked over to me with a pair of blue Walmart shorts and a used jockstrap and a clear $2.99 mouthpiece and said, hey, listen, you're fighting. Little do you know, here I am standing there fighting my first amateur fight, and I won 18 seconds first round knockout, and that was my amateur debut. Why did I start fighting bare knuckle, and what do I tell people when they say that it's crazy? People who know me know that I'm crazy already, so people never tell me that they think me fighting bare knuckle is crazy. You're gonna go through all the adversity that fighting's ever gonna teach you, the high times, the low times, and at the end of the day, you live to fight another day, you get an opportunity to be better than you were the day before. I was bred to fight, so every belt that's out there, I want it, and I'm coming for it. When it's all said and done, I don't want to just be known as a guy who was good. I want to be known as one of the best striking heavyweights to ever touch combat sports. Winning this fight, after everything I've sacrificed and given up, it would mean everything to me, because it just kind of validates exactly what I've been saying. So going in there and winning this fight is everything to me. Look into my eyes, I'm knocking you out. And that's it, 10 count, Dream Killer wins again. Give me my belt.
Getting set for what should be a tremendous fight between two big men with big fight games, Lorenzo Hood and Joe DiBenedetto. Let's meet Joe out of Chicago, Illinois.
My name is Joe DiBenedetto. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, fighting out of Addison, Illinois. And this is actually my first BYB experience. I've been doing bare knuckle unsanctioned events in Chicago, and this is my first actual big promotion, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm fighting at the heavyweight weight class for this promotion, and I got into fighting basically when I was about 10 years old, getting into street fights as a kid, neighborhood kids, starting stuff. Just started going with it and fell in love with it. Fell in love with being physical and gone from there. Boxing, MMA, bare knuckle, even football. Just anything physical I've enjoyed doing.
Tail of the tape, heavyweight bout here.
Well, you see the big difference in size. Lorenzo Hood is definitely a heavyweight. DiBenedetto, he's going to have to overcome that. He's going to have to manage that space and be very careful with the aggressiveness of Lorenzo Hood.
And gentlemen, from Hard Rock Live in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, our next bout of the evening is brought to you by BYB Extreme Bare Knuckle Boxing, the Seminole Tribe of Florida, and Epic Tobacco-Free Vape. Scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds of bare knuckle boxing in the heavyweight division. The three judges scoring at ringside: John Rupert, Rich Green, and Hector Gomez. When the bell rings, the man in charge of the action, your referee, Andy Glen. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing green trunks with yellow and black trim. He weighed in at 218 3/4 pounds. His professional record: 5 wins, 3 losses. From the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois, here is Joe DiBenedetto. His opponent, fighting out of the red corner, wearing black trunks with silver trim. He weighed in at 258 pounds. His professional record: 11 wins, 4 losses. From Oahu, Hawaii, here is Lorenzo Hood.
Here we go. All right, gentlemen, you got instructions in back. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Listen, guys. Listen. Follow my instructions. Protect yourselves. If I tell you to stop or break, do it immediately. You guys understand that? Touch if you want. Step back. Be ready at the bell.
Don't touch shit. Let's go. Exactly what he deserves, though. Exactly what he deserves.
Here we go. There's animosity because in sparring, DiBenedetto broke the nose of Lorenzo Hood. And there's been some talk about that in the days leading up to this brawl. So Lorenzo is coming to this fight to end it quickly with serious intent.
And Hood's big punch is that left hook. He's going to try to set that left hook, and he's going to come from a wide stance to land that.
You're too little, ref.
30 seconds, champ. 30 seconds.
You're too little.
30 seconds, champ.
Lorenzo said he's too little.
What'd he say?
He punched him in the back of the head.
He got him already.
What'd he say?
And Joe goes down fast.
What I say? What I say? Hey, get your hands up!
This one was over in moments.
What I say?
Joe Benedetto knocked out.
What I say?
Well, Glenn, you hit it on the bottom. He hit in the back of the
Bring a
head.
man to this fight.
Yeah, he's starting to rush at him, and he just stepped to the side and swing. Hit him in the back of the head.
And it was that left.
Yeah.
The left right there on the back of the head, and Benedetto goes down. He hasn't moved.
Face first.
No, sir, that was on the side. That was on the side of the head.
Oh my God, where did you find that? Back of the head. Come on.
And there's some discussion now between the officials as far as if that was a punch in the back of the head.
That's what it looked like to me.
Punch.
Yeah, it looked like a punch in the back of the head to me.
So he may not, this may be a DQ.
We'll see. The rules are a little sketchy around here, so let's see.
Watch it here.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Hard Rock Live in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, your referee in charge, Andy Glen, calls a halt to the bout at 45 seconds of round number 1. Your winner by knockout, Lorenzo Hood.
Now, Lorenzo, you listen.
50 G's, Mike.
Now listen, you told me inside the hall what you were gonna do, and you came out and you did just that. Listen, most animals, they play with their food before they eat it, and it seemed like you had a game plan, you stuck to it. How satisfying is this victory?
I've been walking around here for the past couple of days, and I know everybody like, yo, shut this dude up. I've been saying it all week. I told everybody who will listen what was gonna happen and how I was gonna do it. I'm in the best shape of my life. I've been training hard. We knew he was gonna come out aggressive. We knew you have a caged animal. We know they're gonna kind of come out aggressive and get him cornered. So we really planned for that. We knew he was gonna throw an overhand right or some type of big right hand at some point. And like I told you guys, I was gonna cut outside of it, catch him like we planned right here on that baby fat. And that's exactly what happened. You know, I wanna say thank you for him being honest, because a lot of guys right there in that moment would lie and say that they got hit in the back of the head.
Listen, can't wait to have you back. You know, enjoy your victory, you know, and see you soon, man.
Back with more with BYB Extreme. Special thanks to members of the Seminole Tribal Council, Chief Marcellus Osceola, Mitchell Cypress, David Cypress, Christopher Osceola, and Larry Howard. Now for the entire crew, Benny Ricardo, Glen Johnson, and ring announcer Bob Alexander, along with Don Off 5000. It's Dave Ryan saying so long and thanks for watching from Fort Lauderdale, Florida.